All right. Have you ever found yourself scrolling endlessly at 2 a.m.? Yes. This video hit me hard because it explained why that happens. So, hi, my name is Aulia Safina with my student number 23020400157. And the video by Brain Academy talks about the neuroscience uh, behind doom scrolling and how it affects our brain, focus, and emotions. So let's get started.
So you're laying in bed, scrolling through absolute garbage on your phone. You feel like worse with every swipe. Your brain is turning to mush, but you can't stop. And here's what's wild. That's not weakness. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's just that someone figured out how to hack it. So today we're uncovering the disturbing neuroscience behind doom scrolling and brain rot. It'll show you why your brain gets trapped into this negativity loop that tech companies are exploiting. We'll dive into the uncertainty reward system that keeps you hooked, plus the real damage this is doing to your ability to think. And yes, there is a way out, which I'll show you. But first, let me tell you about something that happened last week. Last week, a participant in my program goes, Gregory, I spent 4 hours last night watching videos of some toilet with a head singing. 4 hours. What is wrong with me? Well, nothing. Nothing is wrong with me. Look, we're all doing this. Pick up your phone for one thing. Suddenly, it's 2 a.m. and you watch 300 videos of people eating food that glows in the dark. You feel like trash, but your thumb keeps moving, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Your brain is responding to a system that was literally designed to trap it. So doom scrolling, that compulsive scrolling through news, video.
All right. So the speakers start by describing something that feels too real for us, right? Lying in the bed, scrolling through nonsense, and feeling worse every minute. And he says it's not weakness, it's our brain doing what it's designed to do. And I find that interesting because it kind of releasing personal blame. Like it's not our fault. But at the same time, I think that mindset can be a bit dangerous too. How brain works. Like we might forget what we still have some control to ourselves. It's comforting, yes, but it also feels like an excuse sometimes.
Whatever. It's not random. A 2021 study from USC found that this behavior activates the exact same neural pathways as gambling. The exact same ones. See, your brain gets stuck in what neuroscientists call a negativity loop. You feel bad, so you scroll for something to feel better. But the content makes you feel worse. So what do? You scroll even more. It's genius, really. I mean, it's evil, but it's genius. And here's what killed me. The algorithm knows this. They figured out that negativity, shocking, or just completely absurd content keeps you scrolling longer. They're literally feeding you poison because poison is profitable. Think about it. Even when you start with happy puppies, where do you end up? Like 3 hours later, you're watching conspiracy theories or people fighting in parking lots. The algorithm always pulls you towards the dark stuff. It knows that outrage and absurdity are more addictive than joy. That's just the beginning. Now, Oxford Dictionary named brain rot their 2024 word of the year. Oxford, the same people who.
So, uh, about the negativity loop and algorithm. Here he talks about the negativity loop. We scroll to feel better, but end up feeling worse. And the algorithm know this. I totally agree because I've experienced it many times, much. When I'm stressed from assignments, from uh my daily routine or whatever it is. So I scroll to relax myself, but the videos often make me feel anxious or distracted instead. And I also find it scary when he says poison is profitable. Yes. It's a strong metaphor, but it's true. The system fits us negativity because it keeps us online longer. But still, I think not all content is bad. Sometimes it's our choice of what to engage with. So be responsible to what share between the system and the user.
Okay, the Shakespeare's complete works are now officially acknowledging that we're collectively destroying our minds with digital garbage. Dr. Anna Lemke at Stanford calls this dopamine dysregulation. Basically, you need more and more insane content to feel anything at all, really. Regular content doesn't do it anymore. You need the weird stuff. And this is why you're watching videos of Skibidi Toilet or whatever that Italian brain rot thing is. You know, the chimpanzini, bananini, bombardiro, crocodilo. I don't even know what I'm saying here. Nobody does. And actually, that's the point. Your brain is so fried, it needs complete nonsense to feel stimulated. But here's what's really happening. This content is like eating cotton candy for every meal. Yeah, it gives you a sugar rush, but you're literally starving. Your brain needs real stimulation, real connection. Instead, it's getting toilet heads. And wait, to neuroscience gets even crazier. So researchers at UC Santa Barbara in 2022 discovered something fascinating. They call it the uncertainty reward loop. Every time you scroll, your brain doesn't know what's coming next. It could be boring, it could be amazing. That uncertainty, that is what triggers the same anticipation circuits as slot machines. Your brain is literally gambling. Every swipe is pulling the lever. And just like Vegas, the house always wins. But here's where it gets really messed up. You see, a study from UC Irvine found that doom scrolling creates cognitive fatigue. Your brain gets so exhausted processing all this random garbage that it loses the ability to focus on anything real. And when your brain is exhausted, what does it want? More stimulation. It's like being so tired you can't sleep, so you drink more coffee. It makes total sense, right? No, it's insane. But that's what we're doing.
So the part about the road and dopamine, this regulation sounds dramatic, but it's kind of accurate. When he says our brain needs way the content to feel anything, I can relate. I notice I get bored of normal videos really fast, but I think calling it brain rot simplifies the issue too much. Our brain aren't actually decaying; they're just overstimulated. Still, the idea makes me reflect on how our focus is getting weaker because of constant short-term pleasure, like Reels or TikTok, the short duration of the video.
Look, Stanford researchers found something that really explains everything. When people feel anxious, bored, or depressed, they use scrolling to avoid those feelings. But, and this is crucial, the scrolling doesn't actually fix anything. It's like scratching a mosquito bite. It feels good for a second, but it makes it worse overall. And there's this social element nobody talks about, even when the content is complete garbage. Sharing these brain rot memes makes people feel connected. You're bonding over mutual mental deterioration. Hey, did you see that video of the banana crying? Yeah, I watched it 47 times. That's friendship in 2025. MIT research from 2023 shows this creates what they call continuous partial attention. Your brain never fully focuses, but never fully rests. You're basically keeping your brain in first gear, revving the engine, going nowhere. No wonder everyone's exhausted. So here's what really concerns me. The University of Colorado found that consuming too much absurd content actually reduces your tolerance for complexity. When your brain gets used to processing information in 15 seconds chunks of nonsense, real thinking becomes painful. Yale researchers in 2023, and this is wild, they found that excessive doom scrollers become emotionally numb to real life. Good things don't feel as good. Bad things don't feel as bad. You're just flat. And the crazy part, you know it's happening. People literally call it brain rot while they're doing it, right? You're aware you're poisoning yourself, but you can't stop. It's like watching yourself from outside your body screaming, put that phone down, while your thumb keeps scrolling.
So this is the part where he compares scrolling to gambling. That every swipe feels like pulling a slot machine lever. Honestly, that analogy hits hard. Yeah, as easy like as scroll. It explains why sometimes I can't stop even when I know I should. But I think this point could be more balanced. Not all scrolling leads to brain damage, but and it depends on the content and purpose. Maybe the problem is more about intention and time management than the act of scrolling itself.
Here's the thing. Brown University researchers found something that actually works. They call it curious awareness. Instead of fighting the urge to scroll, well, get curious about it. What does that urge feel like? Where do you feel it in your body? Now, when you catch yourself doom scrolling, ask, what am I actually looking for here? Connection? Distraction from anxiety? Entertainment? Once you know what you really need, you can actually get it. Because I promise you, that need is not being met by a toilet with a head. See, the solution isn't willpower, it's understanding that your brain evolved to seek information and connection. Doom scrolling hijacks these drives, but doesn't satisfy them. It's like drinking salt water when you're thirsty. So I'm curious, what's the weirdest brain rot content you found yourself watching at 2 a.m.? Like the stuff where you're watching it thinking, why am I watching this? So drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and honestly, it helps me understand just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Now, if you want to learn how to protect your attention in a world that's literally designed to steal it, we dive deep into this in my course in Focus at brainacademy.com. We teach you how to work with your brain instead of against it. Brain out.
All right, so I really like the solution he offers. Instead of forcing yourself to stop, just notice what you're feeling. That's such a healthy approach. For me, deleting social media never works. I know. I always come back, but asking myself why am I scrolling right now feels more realistic. So it also reminds me that awareness is part of emotional intelligence, understanding your own habits rather than just blaming the system. So overall, the video is both alarming and insightful. It uses emotional language like poison and brain rot, which might sound exaggerated, but it definitely grabs attention. Yes. So, as a college student, I really relate to this topic so much. I don't scroll after studying or when I'm mentally tired and thinking it helps me relax. But no, actually, it just drains me more, even more. Honestly, after watching this, I feel more aware of how easy it is to fall into the that easiest loop. It's kind of scary, but it is to you know what motivating to realize that technology isn't really the enemy. It's about how we use it. So from now on, I want to try to be more mindful whenever I start scrolling, and hopefully take back a bit more control over my attention. So, yeah, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention and see you.